Hi everybody, my name is Kelsey Christensen and I'm doing my learning and teaching interaction, the first one. And for these last couple weeks I just kind of want to focus on the marketing aspect that we've been learning about, especially since we're moving into working on how to market our workshops or family relation classes. And for me, I'm doing the workshop, so marketing is, I feel, even a bigger need. So marketing is a method of getting the word out about the service that you're going to provide. And in the book, Family Life Education, Principles and Practices for Effective Outreach, the second edition by Duncan and Goddard, we have learned that there are 4 P's to marketing. And the 4 P's, they actually go on to explain more P's. I just wanted to focus on the 4 traditional P's of marketing, which include product, price, place, and promotion. So if something goes wrong in marketing and you need to fix something, those are the 4 main principles that you need to go back and look over and make sure you got those things down good. When if something's wrong, you need to fix it, because in those 4 areas. So with product, this is going to be the final product, the full service that you're going to be giving, the full package. And 2 things that you really need to know is your audience, who you're going to be giving the service to, and how to display the product. So for knowing your audience, you're going to want to know their needs, what they're going to need, what they're going to benefit from, or what they're going to want to hear from what you're going to teach. So if you were teaching little children, you're not going to market marriage classes to them, because that wouldn't make any sense for that area, that audience. So you need to make it relevant to them. So for me, I am doing a strengthening marriage workshop, and so I want to market to either those that are already married and to strengthen their marriages, or to young single adults that are contemplating marriage or getting close to that stage of life, so they can know how to have healthy, good relationships before they even start. So that makes it relevant to them. And to know what your audience is wanting, there's ways to go about it through research, finding research that's already been done on that target audience, or through doing surveys yourself or interviews, focus groups within the community. An important thing to remember when you're doing those things is to get a diverse population, so you can have different ideas from different people, not just focus in on one person. So how to display your product, how you're going to show it to the public, how are you going to make it appeal to them, make them want to come, how are they going to think, okay, if I come to this, I'm going to benefit from it instead of just wasting my time. So for the price, we all know what price means, how much it's going to cost, but there's a lot of things to consider when you're making a workshop or giving a class. For us, obviously, we're not going to be charging for our classes or our workshops, but if we were in professional field, these classes are going to cost money for us and for the audience. So things to consider: how to make the cost. You have to think about what all you're including in the service, how much it costs you to get that, how much the competitors are charging, if there's also other people out there that are giving marriage classes or strengthening marriage classes, preventing divorce. If they are way lower than your class, then why would someone want to come to yours instead of theirs? How much are the people in your area willing to pay? People in California, where prices are more expensive, they may be willing to pay more than people in Missouri, where prices are lower. So you need to keep that in mind. And then what is the objective of the organization? Is it to raise money, or is it really to strengthen marriages? And if strengthening marriages is the main focus, then you need to really keep that in mind when you're making the cost. Also, other things would be how much the facility costs, how much time and energy you put into it, and child care, if you have to have someone watch your kids while you go teach the class, or even child care for the people that are coming, and they have to pay those kind of costs plus the price of the class. So those are things to consider when you're pricing a product and when you're trying to market it. Place is also another thing to think about, where the class or service will be held, and what you're going to want. You're going to have to remember that the client, you have to think about the client at all times. So you have to make it easy and convenient for them. So there were 3 things in the place: is access, security, and appearance. In access, you want easy access for the clients, so that they kind of know that the location is easy for them to get to. They have convenient times that help and allow the most people that can come to come. And the book also mentioned that they should be 15 miles from those that will come. So if your building is more than 15 miles, you need to maybe rethink that. Security, the environment needs to be safe. It needs to not also be physically safe, but also they need to feel emotionally safe, feel like they can share their thoughts, and know that what they're telling will be kept private. Appearance is a big thing, because the place that you're holding the service needs to look professional. It shouldn't look trashy or old-fashioned. It should be appear as your class, how you would want it to look for the target audience that you're having. Not only the place that you're holding it, but also the materials that you're using, the books, the CDs, the videos, the DVDs, the website, everything. It needs to look professional and inviting, so the people will actually want to look at it. And this is a big thing, because I remember when I was living in Rexburg, I had someone that wanted me to go to their class, their workshop, and they just came to our Relief Society and handed out little handouts telling us when it is. And I remember thinking that those handouts looked really low budget, low key, not good at all. They were just, the cutting was crooked, just plain sloppy. So that's something that I really want to include, is make the invitations, or not even invitations, but announcements, look professional. And then the last P is promotion, and this is a big thing, because if you're going to have a class and you don't promote the class or get it out there, no one's going to know that there's a class. And if no one knows, no one's going to come, and what's the benefit of the class if you don't have anyone there? The book also talked about that in the first couple of chapters. So this is bringing attention to the product. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Advertising, word of mouth, coupons, through the media, through the press. The book mentioned that word of mouth is actually the most effective way to promote, and I think that's really insightful, because if people are willing to talk about it and they're excited about it, they're going to tell other people about it. So you want it to make it look appealing, so that way they're going to want to talk about it. So those are just the key points that I got from marketing, and that's it. I guess I'll talk to you guys later.